All right, let's get started with the code injection series. This is going to be exciting. So we got example one. Let's get started. So what is code injection? It's basically injecting some PHP code into the application. So let's go ahead and copy this link and let's have a look again. So this is code injection. So we can see here that it's using name is equal to hacker. So that's a value. And if we change that value, it's going to just enter on the page. But what we can actually do is we can actually, since this application is in PHP, and if you ever face an application that you don't know what it's developed in, well, it should say .php if it's rendering the page. But if you don't know, because it, like the last thing, it doesn't need to have the .php, you can actually just go ahead and just copy the application or the web address and type in what web, which is going to identify the technologies of the application. And by the way, you can also paste in long URLs, it doesn't matter. But once you do that, it's actually going to identify that the application is developed in something, and we can see here it's developed in PHP version 5. With that in mind, we can actually copy the parameter. Let's just copy the name is equal to parameter. We can use a thing called, so we can do .system. So if we wrap it in quotations, we basically escape the code. So if you think of like the PHP code, we kind of escape it and then we add our own code. And then so we can do system, which is allowing PHP method allows us to execute system commands on our behalf on the system. So we could do like ls or something like that. So let's just go ahead and see if this works. If we copy this name parameter here, it's equal to .system ls. And if we go here, we can see it doesn't work. Okay, so the reason why it doesn't work is because we didn't add the semicolon. We have to add the semicolon at the end of it, so like that, because this is PHP as well. So if we go ahead and actually just add that at the end of it, there we go. The code injection worked. Now we can see what's on the server, and we can even run malicious tools, or utility tools, not malicious tools. We can run utility tools like wget to maybe even download a malicious file from our server onto the target's machine and then gain access to it. But that's code injection, so let's see how this one's going to be in the next video.